What's going on YouTube? You got yourself a brand new Galaxy S23 series. This happens to be the Ultra, and that's the cases that we're going to check out from Spigen, but all of these cases are available for the S23 series. There's a lot of cases to get through, some thin cases, some tough cases, some medium cases, some cool cases, a lot of cases for your S23 Ultra from Spigen, and all of these are under 21 bucks, so definitely super affordable. I'll throw a link down in the description if you're interested in picking them up, but let's get into this review together and check out all of these cases. So let's go ahead and check out these cases, guys. We got a lot of cases to get through, but the first one we're going to take a look at is the Liquid Air. And what I like about the Liquid Air is it just gives you enough protection and it gives you that thin feeling in the hand. Not to mention I like the design on the back, which makes it nice and grippy as well. So here it is. This is the Liquid Air case, and you can see on the back you have that nice little pattern right on the back there. And the Spigen authenticity seal and basketball web for that shock dispersion. And you can tell it is a flexible case, so this is not a hard-shelled case. Thank you, Spigen, for giving us the individual cutouts. That's what it's all about. I think individual cutouts just look premium. And again, all of these cases are under about $21, so definitely they're not going to break the bank. So this is what it looks like, guys. You can see what it looks like, and you can see that rear camera protection. For those of you that want a thin form-fitting type of case, that's not going to add a lot of bulk. And if we take a look at the front, as I give you the 360 bird's eye tour, you can see the front lip protection there. So not a huge amount of lip protection. And one thing I do want to mention, I also have the Whitestone Dome glass screen protector. So this is going to check if all of these cases are compatible with the Whitestone Dome. Now speaking of the buttons feel really nice. No problems with these buttons. And as we take a look at the side here, you see you have these ridges. So that kind of just helps with the gripability. So when it's in your palm of your hand, it definitely sits there pretty nicely. And all of these cases do work with wireless charging, so no problems with wireless charging. Let's check out the snugness and fit test. Holding onto your phone very tightly. Well done, Spigen. The next case we're going to take a look at is a thin fit case. Now again, this is a thinner type of case, but it's a little bit smooth, so it has a different type of texture on the back of it. And as you can see, it definitely is smooth, and it is a little bit flexible, but not as flexible as the Liquid Air. You can hear it there. It's a plastic backed case. There's your Spigen seal of authenticity. The thin fit case as well is something that I would say will give you just a little bit more drop protection, just because it has that hard shell versus the TPU material that's found on the Liquid Air there. So on the back, here's a little Spigen logo, which I think looks pretty cool. And on the sides, you can see it is a smooth side. But what I like about this case is you do have this matte TPU material on the top of the thin fit case here. So you don't have this slippery plastic all around the case that would really make this a non-grippy case if you ask me. But just because they put this little bit of TPU material, it does feel nice in the hand and it definitely is grippable. And if we take a look at the front lip protection here, as I give you the 360 bird's eye tour, it's about the same amount of lip protection on this case. So not a super rough and tough type of case. Let's go ahead and check out the snugness test. Super snug. Really a nice job. But for those of you that want to protect from those uh-oh moments, if you just happen to drop it once or twice, I'd say you're going to be just fine. Buttons feel really nice as well, so no problems with the buttons. And individual cutout treatment just screams premium in my opinion, even though you're not breaking the bank when you buy one of these Spigen cases. So this one here, once again, is the thin fit. I quite like this case. Let me know what you think about these two cases so far. But let's go ahead and take a look at another favorite of mine, and this is the Neo Hybrid, which is basically a hybrid of these two cases, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. And you do have a little bit of that plastic material on the bottom there, kind of giving you this frame type of material, but the actual case itself is this TPU material, so it is a little bit flexible, as you can tell. But I definitely always like the Neo Hybrids. I think they just do a nice design. And on the inside, here's your basketball web for that shock absorption and your authenticity-ness. And taking off these cases, as you see, is very simple. So no problems taking these cases on or off. If you want to get a little collection going, you'll be able to pop these on and pop these off anytime you want to. Once again, say it with me, premium individual cutouts. So this is the rear camera protection. Pretty much the same as the other two cases. You can see that camera protection there. And as I show you the front lip protection, nice amount of front lip protection. Again, these are all thinner type of cases. We haven't gotten into the heavy duty cases just yet. Of course, accessing your S Pen on all of these cases, super easy. And again, I like the feel, I like the look. I think this is a nice hybrid between these two cases. Let's check out the snugness test. Super, super snug. Nice job with the Neo Hybrid. Not slippery. Definitely nice in the hand once again, thanks to that TPU material and the little pattern on the back here, as you can see that there. So this one is the Neo Hybrid, and these cases do offer different colors if you're not really into just the all black look. Spigen does a nice job of giving you different colors. Taking a look at the side, you can see the power button has a little ridge action going on, so when you pull this out of your pocket, it's very easy to distinguish between the volume rocker and the power button. I always like seeing a little ridged action on that power button just to differentiate when you pull this out of your pocket. But once again, this is the Neo Hybrid. So let's keep it moving because I like a clear case once in a while, guys. Let me know what you think about a clear case. If you got yourself a really nice S23 Ultra and you want to show it off. So this is the Ultra Hybrid S, and the S stands for, well, stand. So this has a built-in kickstand. When phones are getting larger and larger, a kickstand is what it's all about. So I'm always happy when I see an integrated kickstand. And what Spigen does really well with their kickstands, at least on the Ultra Hybrid, this is a solid metal kickstand. You're not getting a plastic stand whatsoever. This is a well-built, well-engineered. I can't even bend this type of kickstand on the back here. So no doubt about it, this is going to keep your phone upright when you're out and about watching those favorite JabberTech YouTube videos on the go. So let's go ahead and pop off this Neo Hybrid case here. And I'm going to try and install it without getting any smudges. So let's just go ahead and pop this one in. Take off this back cover, and you can just see how clear this case is. Really, really a clear case from Spigen. One thing that Spigen does really well in many ways is give us a really awesome clear case. That's just my experience with Spigen clear cases. They're definitely super clear, really, really nice, and individual cutout screams premium. Thank you very much, Spigen. And you can see that ridged power button on the side again. So that's also a nice touch if you ask me. Now taking a look at your front lip protection. Not the most amount of front lip protection, but again, it's not designed to be a heavy-duty type of case. This is a thin, fancy clear case that I'm going to call it, playing really nicely with my white stone dome glass once again. So I can recommend this for anyone that's looking for the ultimate in a clear case. Again, just take a look at the back there. Super, super awesome. But it's all about this kickstand, so it's going to hold up your phone in landscape mode just like that. Now, it can hold it up in portrait as well, so if you wanted to do that, you can watch your videos in portrait, go on your TikToks, do whatever you guys need to do. But it's a super, super kickstand. So here we go, replying back and forth to a loved one with some vigor. It's not going to push over your phone. This is definitely a really nice kickstand if you ask me. So what do you think about this one? Now let's check out the snugness test. Super, super snug. Really, really holding on to your phone. This again is the Ultra Hybrid S. Let me know what you think about this one. On the top, it says air cushion technology right on the top there. And I don't see any other branding except for the Spigen brand right on the side there. So again, a really nice case. I think they did a nice job with this case. But one of the cases that I've been nerding out with since I got it is this Ultra Hybrid. And this one is actually going to show you the innards of your phone. Now, I'm not too sure if these are the actual innards of the S23, but it looks nice, and it's definitely going to trick a lot of people, including myself. Just taking a look at this case, even on the inside, most people are going to look on the outside, but Spigen went the extra mile and gave us a nice design for that wireless coil right on the inside here. And I think this is just a pretty awesome case. Tell you what, this is most likely going to be my case to go to. So I really think this is a super, super awesome looking case, guys. Just let me know what you think about this one. This looks super cool in my opinion. You can see that ring here for the wireless charging. Spigen Galaxy Edition 01. And I think this just seems really like an awesome nerdy case. So if you guys are geeking out on this case, this is one that I would recommend. I think this is an awesome design. And I like when manufacturers get a little funky and give us something a little bit different. You can see the cameras there. Really, really nice. You kind of think those are the actual camera modules. And speaking of that camera protection, let's just go ahead and take a look. So it's pretty much the same as the other cases there. Again, it's a thinner case. These cases are not heavy duty just as of yet, but I think they do a nice job. And on the front, here's your front lip protection. So as I give you the 360 bird's eye tour, you can see that front lip protection there, playing again really nicely with a screen protector. All of these cases so far, so no issues about that. And there's that ridged power button on the side. Let's go ahead and check out the snugness test. Super, super snug. Spigen's doing a really nice job with their snugness test this year. Really no issues. So I think this is an awesome feeling case. And it's not slippery. If I'm trying to get it to fall out of my hands, it's definitely not a slippery case. I think this is nice. And on the back here, you can actually feel this design a little bit. You can hear my fingernail going over it. Now you can't peel it off, so don't worry about that. But that gives you a little bit more grip. But I think this is just a super, super cool looking case. I gotta let you guys look at this for just another second longer. Let me know what you think about it. How could Spigen kind of improve on this case going forward for the next iteration? Maybe add a little color. What do you guys think? Actually give us a copper coil. I don't know. Just what I'm thinking right now. But let's keep it moving. We got another case to take a look at. This is the Ultra Hybrid. Now this is a clear case, but it's a frosted back. And I like a frosted back as well because you can still see that Samsung tramp stamp, but you don't really get to see it fully. Just kind of teases you a little bit. Now I think this is a nice looking case, especially with the black S23 Ultra. Because you have these really nice black sides as well. So you have that frosted back with a little bit darker black border. And I think this just looks super, super cool. Again, let me know what you think about it. I like a frosted back as well. I like all of these cases personally so far. Which has been your favorite? But if we take a look at the front lip protection, once again, it's about the same front lip protection. We haven't gotten into the heavy duty cases from Spigen just yet. There's a little company branding on the back. And your cameras, if we take a look at the camera protection, not the most amount of protection. I actually think you're not getting as much as you do from the other cases. Let me know what you guys are seeing that I might not be seeing, but you're still getting enough raisedness there that if you do lay your phone flat on the table, you're not going to scratch up your lenses. You get enough raisivity, so you're going to be okay if you ask me. But that's what it is so far on this frosted back. I just think it looks really cool anyway. And you do have that same ridged power button on the side there. So when you pull this out of your pocket, you're going to be able to differentiate those buttons, which feel really nice. All of these buttons are very, very easily pressable on the Spigen cases. Oversized cutouts on all of them for your USB-C. S Pen is no issue. Not slippery. Let's check out the snugness test here. Super, super snug. No problems with this case. Again, all depends on your flavor. You might as well pick up a clear and a frosted. And then you might as well pick up the innards case that I'm going to call it. But anyway, let's keep moving. We got a couple more clear cases. Then we're going to move on to some cool cases and some heavy duty cases. This is the same Ultra Hybrid case, but in clear. So for those of you that still like that border, if I show you the difference, if you don't want a super ultra clear case, but you want a border just to kind of add a little flair, add a little color, you can take a look at this case. So let's go ahead and pop this case in. So this is the clear edition. So you're definitely going to be able to see more of your phone there. And the camera protection is the same. It is the same case, just not frosted. And here we go. Here's your front lip protection. So I give you the 360 bird's eye tour. Same amount of lip protection really on all of these cases. Feels really nice. I like this black border. Again, there's the ridged power button. So I think they did a nice job with this. Now let's check out the snugness test. Super, super snug. No problems with the snugness test. The next case that we're going to take a look at has me feeling really special and really happy. This is going to include Magsafe capabilities. So this is the Ultra Hybrid OneTap ring case as they call it. Now this is going to be a clear case, but the benefit to this case is we do have that really awesome Magsafe ring on the back here. So all of your accessories that you might have or that you want to pick up are going to work. So we're going to check that out with this one. But this is a super clear case, kind of like the KickStand version. But without a kickstand, we're getting this awesome addition. So let's just rip this off. My phone is still pretty clean. And let's put that into place. Here's the OneTap case as they call it. Now the benefit to this once again is we do have this Magsafe ring on the back. Now one thing I'm just not super happy about, and I'm just kind of nitpicking about it a little bit. Don't really pay no mind if you're not like this. But it cuts off that Samsung logo. Kind of wish they would have left it in a way that we could see that Samsung writing. Maybe just make it a full circle or kind of cut that one in half. But anyway, neither here nor there. Now checking out the camera protection. Again, thinner case on the thin side, but you're still being able to protect those lenses. And as I show you the front lip protection, little Spigen logo right on the side there. Oversized cutouts as well for your USB-C. And you can see that, not the most amount of front lip protection, but I think it's a decent job for a thin, form-fitting type of case. Ridge power button once again, so no issues differentiating that button when you pull this out of your pocket. But this case is probably going to get a lot of fanfare, a lot of popularity because of the Magsafe. So let's just go ahead and check it out. Here's a wallet that I have. It's sticking on pretty nicely. Let's do a little shake test. Holding on to that shake test pretty well. I think this is a nice addition once again. Let's check it out with the battery pack and kind of see. Battery pack does not stick up over that lens. Let's do a shake test. Really a strong magnet, so I am definitely happy with this case. Wireless charging is working, and I think it works pretty awesome. If you get one of these ESR battery packs, you can also have a built-in kickstand as you wirelessly charge. So I think this is probably going to be one of my favorite cases. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. But let's check out that fitness test and snug test, because if it ain't snug, it ain't gonna go. But it is snug, so I'm super happy with it. Again, I think this is an awesome addition. Probably should have been included in most of the other cases there. But next year's generation, we're getting Magsafe 2.0 on Samsung devices, so I'm happy about that. But let's move on to some more cases, guys. And the Cryo Armor is a case that is intended to keep your device cool. It's intended to ensure that as you're gaming or as you're doing anything intensive, your phone is going to remain cool as you do that. And there's some cool technology built into this case. Not only that, I think it looks super awesome with that neon blue. Definitely a really, really nice looking case, but it's all about the coolness, and this material on the inside is all about giving your phone that cool treatment that it needs. Now this would have been really an awesome looking case with the individual cutout treatment in my opinion. Just imagine the blueness going through the camera lenses and whatnot. But I'm sure Spigen had a reason why they didn't do it. But in any event, I think this is just an awesome looking case, just mainly because of that color. Now, I'm not too sure if this actually does keep your phone cool. I'm sure it does. For those of you that had this case with the S22, let me know down in the comments below. But as we take a look at your front lid protection, about the same amount of front lid protection on all of these Spigen cases. You can see that. Taking a look at the side of the case, a little bit of ridge on that power button, but you also do get these lines on the side that are really helping with this gripability. And I think that is also an awesome addition. Feels really nice in the palm, just to have those little two lines that grip into your palm, so making this a more grippable case, but it's not slippery whatsoever. A little air cushion technology on the top there. Air cushion technology on the other corner right over there. So again, really a nice looking case. Taking a look at the back, here's your back camera protection. So again, you're going to be able to protect those camera lenses, you can be able to protect the front screen, and you're going to be able to keep your phone cool and look cool at the same time. Let me know what you think about this one. And to check out the snugness test, super, super snug. No problems with the snugness test on this case. The next case we're going to take a look at is to keep those peeper creepers away. This is the Optik Armor, and it's just going to ensure that your cameras aren't looking at you when you don't want them to look at you. Kind of reminds me of Cyclops, but it is what it is. Now, taking a look at the inside of the case, there's your basketball web for dispersion, seal of authenticity right there, and it is a flexible case, and it seems like you don't want to flex it too much or this lens thing is going to pop off. Let me see if it pops back into place. Yep, it pops back into place. So this is a different kind of case. I've never actually seen this case before, guys, but it is what it is to stop those peeper creepers from looking at you. And again, it's just a different type of case there for those of you that worry about things like that. I actually don't worry about that stuff, but here we go. Individual camera treatment on this one, and you can slide that over and no one's going to be able to use those camera lenses without your permission. Feels really nice on the back here, kind of has a coarse type of material on the back. So definitely a grippy case. Really cool Spigen logo right on the bottom there. And if we take a look at the front, here's your front lip protection. So again, about the same amount of lip protection, maybe a tiny smidgen more than these other cases. And on the back, of course, your camera lenses are really well protected, whether it's open or whether it's closed. And on the side, easy access to those buttons. So no problems with those buttons at all. Now let's check out the snugness test. Kind of popped off where the S Pen is. So this is the only case so far that's kind of failed that snugness test from Spigen. Let's try that again. Nope, it's coming off. The other corners seem to be just fine. This is that Optics case, so if you guys are worried, you can go ahead and pick it up. But now we're going to take a look at a case that's definitely a little bit tougher, and as the name suggests, this is Tough Armor. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Tough Armor case. Now the Tough Armor case comes in different colors. I actually have two colors here, so let's just pull these out so we can take a look at them. One is black, and the other one I think is a slate gray, as they call it. So just to show you the two different colors here, guys. I've always liked these Tough Armor cases. They're a two-parter type of case. So you have this hard shell on the back and that TPU material, not to mention a built-in kickstand. Kickstands definitely come into play, but when you put this back, it's really flush. So that's what I like about this case overall. And on the inside, you get some shock-absorbing material. And you do have that air cushion technology on the inside. Air is all around us, so air is always going to protect us. So this is definitely one of the bulkier cases, if you ask me. You're getting a little bit more protection, and of course, more protection means a little bit more bulkiness. But it's not manageable. It definitely feels really nice in the hand. And individual cutouts, once again, make this a super premium looking case. And you see the back camera protection. You're getting the most amount of camera lens protection on this Tough Armor. As I give you the reverse bird's eye tour for the back here. Now taking a look at the front lip protection, you're getting a little bit more front lip protection than those other cases, but not really a super amount more than those other cases. And you can see on the corner there, you get little air cushion technology graphics right on the side. Aerodynamicness right on the side there for that air cushion technology. Little Tough Armor branding, power button, ridges. Now one thing I want to mention on the Tough Armor, and I've mentioned it in all of my other videos when I reviewed this case, I'm not a super fan of the fact that the volume button is flush. I really like separated buttons because let me tell you, when you pull this out of your pocket, you're not going to know which is the up and which is the down. It just really is hit or miss when you pull this out of your pocket. But the power button does have ridges, so that's not an issue at all. But it's just the volume rocker that always gives me a little bit of pause when I pull this out of my pocket. But again, built-in kickstand on the Tough Armor is really awesome. Really just works in landscape on this one. Not super sturdy, but it's going to do the job if you want to go ahead and watch some videos on the go. But let's check out a different color. We're going to check out the black color. I think the jet black color is really nice, and they also do have a blue color that I quite fancy as well. But with my black S23 Ultra, the black Tough Armor is definitely the way to go. That's what I'm thinking. Dark Knight Edition all the way with this case. So again, same protection on just a different color. Check out the snugness. Super snug. No issues with this case. Now we only got a couple more cases to go. This is called a rugged armor case, but unlike the name suggests, this is not super rugged, and it's not super armored either. It's a flexible TPU type of case. Individual camera treatments, definitely cool in my book. Taking a look at the rugged armor, basketball web for that dispersion, and your seal of authenticity. Inside you have that air cushion technology. Air is all around us once again. Flexible case, individual camera treatment means premium. And just take a look at that. I think this is a nice looking case. And it also does have kind of a smooth yet coarse type of feel. Not super slippery smooth, just kind of a smooth criminal type of feel. Shout out to MJ. If you take a look at the back, camera protection is on point. You get a nice amount of camera protection. And you do get that faux carbon fiber on the back with the Spigen logo kind of separated between the two sections. I think this is a nice looking case. And on the sides you get these ridges. Just kind of digs into your palm to give you a little bit extra gripability, if you will. Power button, no problems. Up and down power button. Now taking a look at the power and volume rockers, no problems. All of these cases have really nice buttons. And if we check out the snugness, super snug, no problems with this. So once again, this is the rugged armor. Now the last case we're taking a look at, this is the case for those of you that don't want to have more than one bulge in your pocket. This is going to allow you to keep your ID and a credit card as you go out at night. So let's go ahead and take a look at this case. Now again, on the inside you can put about 2 cards there, and it slides into place. Individual camera treatments, and a little design on the top. Basketball web for dispersion. You already know, this isn't the first case we've taken a look at together. So let's take off this rugged armor case. Maybe it is rugged after all. Now taking a look at the front lip protection, about the same amount of front lip protection here. As I give you this 360 bird's eye tour, you can see that front lip protection there. It's going to do its thing to protect your phone, protect that screen from getting scratched up. And on the back, your cameras are definitely protected. Now thanks to this hump on the back as well, your camera is going to be protected. Might do a little rocking if you put it on the table just like that. But again, this is intended if you wanted to put 2 cards right on the inside, go out on date night, go out and do your thing. And not super bad. I mean, to be honest, this isn't my favorite case, but I think for those of you that like this type of case, maybe once in a while, I would suggest you pick this up. But this has been a look at the Spigen case with a couple credit card option. Now let's just go ahead and check out the snugness test. Super snug. So just that one case failed the snugness test, but this is passing really nicely. This has been a look at some Spigen cases for your brand new S23 series. Let me know which one you think is the best, which one is your favorite. I think all of these cases are really nice, especially for the price. Spigen does a nice job giving you that price-quality ratio, and that's why I always can recommend these Spigen cases. If you have any questions about them, let me know down in the comments below, but I really appreciate you guys watching as always. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video.